A 2.1% jump in optimism is likely by July 6, Traders Union model indicates. To begin, here's a quick look at the recent price behavior. Optimism has weakened by 1.4% since yesterday and is now holding around $0.1056. Now for today's analyst breakdown. According to crypto predictions, the price might ease down to $0.1038 tomorrow, a reduction of 1.7%. CoinCodex sees potential for optimism to rise to $0.1061, an increase close to 0.5%. Digital coin price highlights the possibility of testing $0.1072, marking a gain near 1.5%. A separate forecast from Traders Union shows optimism could approach $0.1078, an estimated rise of 2.1%. Finally, 30 rates suggest the price could rise to $0.108 by tomorrow, which is 2.3% above the current price. This is the most profitable forecast we analyzed. Those were the 5 key projections. Let's keep watching. Now that we've seen the forecasts, here's the breakdown. Based on the forecasts, the price could move between a decrease of 1.7% and an increase of 2.3%, depending on the analyst. It turns out 30 rates has the highest expected return with 2.3% gain in value by tomorrow. As a result, you might earn between $5 and $23 for every $1,000 you invest. Considering the probabilities, CoinCodex has the forecast most likely to succeed with a 95% chance. With all 5 forecasts in mind, I've assembled a consensus scenario. The consensus forecast points to optimism rising by about 0.9%. Let's unpack the numbers. According to the consensus, the price could rise by 0.9% by tomorrow. In line with that same percentage, your capital could also register an increase. On each $1,000 invested, the outcome might suggest roughly $9 in potential upside. So by probability measures, the consensus view for optimism is given a chance of around 94%. So now, let's take a look at how analysts predict the price direction over the next 3 days. Crypto Predictions describes the path as tilting upward. CoinCodex suggests optimism will retreat from current levels. The outlook from Digital Coin Price shows the price climbing further. Traders Union expects optimism to decline steadily. 30 rates predict steady gains ahead. Taking into account the full range of analyst opinions, the consensus signals an upward path for optimism across this 3-day horizon. Summing it up, the balance of forecasts is bullish, with optimism likely to follow a rising course. 2 days ago, 5 forecasts were published. Let's see which ones held up yesterday. As a result, the verified closing price was $0.1076. With the market moving this way, none of the 5 forecasts were correct. If the focus is accuracy, Crypto Predictions was ahead of the rest. Time to open up the details and review them. Every analyst forecast was outside the actual boundaries. Speaking of ROI, some predictions turned profitable, but Crypto Predictions topped the list. And here's the daily recap. The full picture of forecast accuracy in one frame. The stats list CoinCodex with 0 zeros, $598,356,876 accuracy, 93.6% forecast probability, and minus 4.4% ROI. Look through the table and notice which forecasts turned out most accurate. And now let's take a look at how the expected returns for tomorrow compare across different cryptocurrencies based on consensus forecasts. Forecast comparison places optimism 5th, as Internet Computer stays at the top with 4.7%. We're focusing here on 5 coins, and the wider ranking across many cryptocurrencies is already online. If this made things clearer for you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more. Talk to you in the next data review.